1 week in Poland. News, comments, events, everything you need to know about the country you live in. Hello everybody, welcome to a new episode of 1 Week in Poland, the information service of IMI Radio, dedicated to the main news of the last 7 days happened in Poland. My name is Fabio Turco, and as usual in the first part of the broadcast we'll find out what's going on in the country, what are the most remarkable news, while in the second part of the show we'll focus more to Warsaw, the capital city, the news and events related to Warsaw. So what we can do during the weekend. So if you are ready, we can start. This week we have really a lot of news because a lot of things happen. So we can start with the most recent. Thousands of people took part in a protest march yesterday organized by the Solidarność Union against the European Green Deal. A demonstration attended mainly by farmers, a category that has been making its voice heard for months against European policies and against product imports from Ukraine, but attended also by many sympathizers. The route of the march winded through key locations in Warsaw, starting from Castle Square and culminating in front of the Parliament building. Representatives of various trade groups, including members of former ruling party Law and Justice, joined the procession. Tomasz Obszanski, leader of the Agricultural Solidarność Union, articulated the reason behind the protest, citing concerns that EU's climate policies will disproportionately burden small-scale farmers. He emphasized the need for greater support and consideration for these farming enterprises in light of the impending change. Some subsidies are agreed upon and agreements are somehow fulfilled. However, this does not take care of the issue of these smaller farms. This is where support is lacking, Obszanski asserted. Friday's protest, which took place quietly, so we didn't have any clash, was anticipated by a peculiar incident on Tuesday when a group of farmers had occupied the Sejm, the lower house of the parliament, vowing not to vacate the premises until they secure a conversation with the Prime Minister Donald Tusk. The protest is a part of a broader movement, rejects the European Union environmental policies, as well as calls for Poland to close its borders to Ukrainian products. So there are behind this protest the same reasons behind the rally of yesterday. On Friday, yesterday, we had another important news of internal politics because the Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk has announced 4 new ministers in a government reshuffle related to some to-date ministers running for seats in the European Parliament. So now we can see the changes. Krzysztof Hetman leaves the position of Minister of Development and Technology to Krzysztof Paszyk. Boris Budka, one of the most prominent members of Civic Platform, the Donald Tusk party, as head of the State Property Department, is replaced by Jakub Jaworowski. Also leaving is Bartłomiej Sienkiewicz, Minister of Culture and the protagonist in the first weeks of government of the controversial dismissal of the top management of public media. In his place comes Hanna Wróblewska, for many years director of Galeria Zachęta, the Warsaw Bay National Art Gallery. The fourth minister to leave is Interior Minister Marcin Kierwiński. The important position will be filled by Tomasz Siemionak, coordinator of special services and former defense minister during the time of PO-PSL government between 2011 and 2015. This was a planned change, then although it raises some concerns given that it comes only 6 months after the new executive took office. And now we go to the news, probably the news of the week. Tomasz Schmidt, a judge from a Warsaw Administrative Court, asked for asylum in Belarus, saying he was acting in a protest against Poland's policy towards Russia and Belarus. Specifically, in a post on Telegram, he said he was forced to leave the country because he was persecuted for his political independence. According to Schmidt, Polish authorities are allegedly leading the country to war under the influence of the United States and the United Kingdom. The case understandably sparked a heated debate in the country. The counterintelligence agency is investigating whether Schmidt had not been working for Russian and Belarusian services for some time. Because of his job position, he's a judge, he had access to classified documents. According to the Reuters news agency, he was slated to rule on cases concerning issuing security clearances to information on NATO and European Union secrets next month. Polish Deputy Prime Minister and Defense Minister Władysław Kosiniak-Kamysz told reporters that the matter requires immediate clarification. Poland's Foreign Minister Radosław Sikorski called Schmidt a traitor. This is an absolutely shocking case, Sikorski told the media. We had a traitor once before, and I think this is a similar case, he added, referring to the Polish soldier Emil Czeczko, who defected to Belarus in late 2021 and was later found dead in that country, according to the authorities in Minsk. Schmidt's name is not new to the news. A few years ago, it emerged how he had participated in a smear campaign against other judges who opposed to then justice reform implemented by his government. The Supreme Administrative Court has waived the immunity of Judge to Tomasz Schmidt, allowing his detention and pretrial detention. Tomasz Schmidt has also been suspended. A spokesman for the Supreme Administrative Court said. The General Prosecutor and Minister of Justice Adam Bodnar admitted that the lifting of immunity would give the authorities ground to issue a letter of appointment for Tomasz Schmidt. The charge is espionage. At the same time, he said that as long as Schmidt is hiding in Belarus, there can be no question of intervention by Polish services. Of course, as far as this detention and temporary arrest is concerned, no one expects the Polish services to do anything on the territory of Belarus, but the point is that this will give the basis for issuing a later letter of appointment and also an Interpol note to restrict the various possibility for Schmidt of movement. So that was said by the Minister Adam Bodnar. Poland, and this is another news, is gearing up to fortify its borders with Russia and Belarus through the construction of bunkers and trenches. Defense Minister Władysław Kosiniak-Kamysz announced in an interview with private broadcaster Radio Z on Thursday. Kosiniak-Kamysz said that no one who could threaten Poland's security should be taken lightly. Asked about the preparedness of the Polish arms industry to possibly support the army in defending its borders, the National Defense Minister explained that the government is working on a plan to build artillery munition factories. This is what we are working on. That's what the changes in the Polish armament group are for, so that we get ammunition production capabilities. This is a fundamental issue. That's why we are seeking a defense commissioner, the Deputy Prime Minister said. Regarding the reinforcement of borders through bunkers and trenches, Kosiniak-Kamysz stated, we are not simply fortifying the border, we are strengthening it comprehensively. The minister highlighted the presence of military units in central and eastern provinces providing support to the border guard. He also mentioned an existing plan involving the deployment of the National Army and allied troops to counteract any possible movement through Polish territory. We have a plan in place involving the presence of the National Army and allied troops and counteracting any possible movement through Poland, said Kosiniak-Kamysz. In the wake of the hybrid attack on Poland's eastern border, the previous United Right government built a wall to support border guards in deterring illegal entry into the Republic of Poland. However, there is no denying that in a situation of armed trade from Putin's troops, it may prove insufficient. Should Poland start building bunkers, ditches and trenches on its borders with Belarus and Russia, was the question asked by the journalist Bogdan Remanowski. Yes, we are preparing a wall plan, Władysław Kosiniak-Kamysz revealed. We are repairing the dam on the Polish-Belarusian border and we are strengthening the dam. There is all the time a military grouping located in Podlaskie, Lubelskie, Mazowieckie, Warmian, Mazurian voivodeships, so the voivodeship on the eastern of the country, supporting the border guards. Expenditures related to these are the highest in 2024, added the head of the National Defense Ministry. And related to defense and education is the next news, because the Poland's defense and education ministries have teamed up to launch a program called Education with the Military, in which soldiers visit schools to teach children about emergency preparedness. Just over 3,000 schools have signed up for the scheme. It consists of 3 classes over 6 weeks, during which soldiers teach the basics of emergency medical care, where to find shelters, and how to behave in emergency situations. The program, which is currently in a pilot phase, is a response to contemporary security needs, challenges, and threats, says the Defense Ministry. Classes began on May 6th and will run until 20th of June. Security is not only a well-equipped army, but also the strength and resilience of society, said Defense Minister Władysław Kosiniak-Kamysz, that is the protagonist of this episode of 1 Week in Poland. From nurseries to senior citizens, everyone must be ready for different challenges. Safety and emergency preparedness needs to be something we are familiar with, continued the minister, adding that the part of the role of a school should be to give children the skills needed to cope with emergency situations. Education Minister Barbara Nowacka said that the program aims not only to increase resilience among young people, but also to develop patriotic attitudes and to learn competencies that can be useful at any point in life. Patriotism is the readiness to act for the homeland, to serve the country, and to serve one's neighbors, said Nowacka. In the messy world we live in, this resilience, this knowledge, and this awareness that each person will know how to cope and help others is extremely important. And now we leave the defense side of the broadcast, and we go to an important news, actually, because it's something that in Poland it has been discussed for many years. The European Commission has announced its intention to end the rule of law procedures known as Article 7, launched against Poland in 2017 due to concerns over the judicial reforms of the former Law and Justice government. The Commission considers that there is no longer a clear risk of a serious breach of the rule of law in Poland within the meaning of Article 7, announced the Commission on Monday. It noted that the new government, which replaced the peace in December, has launched a series of measures to address the concerns of independence of the justice systems, has recognized the primacy of European law, and is committed to implementing all European court judgments related to rule of law. The Commission is therefore informing the European Council and the European Parliament of this assessment and of the Commission's intention to close the Article 7 procedure. The peace government, which was in office from 2015 to 2023, regularly clashed with Brussels over the rule of law. Its judicial reforms were widely seen by international bodies and the Polish public as an effort to bring courts under greater political control. The new government that took office in December, a broad pro-Europe coalition led by former European Council President Donald Tusk, pledged to reverse peace reforms. In February, it presented Brussels with an action plan to restore the rule of law. Speaking on Monday, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen praised the Tusk government for its hard work and determined reform efforts. The European Commission's position will be presented on May 21st to the General Affairs Council, a body mainly made up of European affairs ministers from all EU member states that coordinates preparation for European Council meeting. The Commission then intends to formally withdraw from the Article 7 procedure after taking into account any observation made by the European Council, which represents the European national governments. Steps to promote the rule of law in Poland will continue to be regularly monitored, added the Commission. And now we switch to cultural news, actually something sad, because the legendary Polish saxophone player, composer, conductor, and broadcaster Jan Ptaszyn-Wróblewski died in Warsaw on Tuesday at the age of 88 years old. The day before, Polish Radio 3, so-called Trójka, ran what turned out to be his last regular program, Trzy kwadranse jazz, 3 quarters of jazz. Most probably the longest running music program in the history of Polish broadcasting, was launched by Ptaszyn-Wróblewski in 1970. So this is the news that reported by the Polish radio, the English service of Polish radio. Ptaszyn-Wróblewski made his professional debut in 1956, playing baritone saxophone in the Krzysztof Komeda Sextet. 2 years later, he was selected as the Polish representative to the international Newport Band, which played at the prestigious Newport Festival and whose guest star included the likes of Louis Armstrong. In a career spanning almost 7 decades, Ptaszyn-Wróblewski performed at all top jazz festivals, including those in Königsberg. In Norway, House, Sweden, Pori in Finland and Urban, Germany, and Székelyfehérvár in Hungary. He led many jazz combos, working closely with all of Poland's jazz greats such as Tomasz Stanko, Zbigniew Namisłowski, Michał Urbaniak, Zbigniew Seifer, and others. A highly versatile musician, Ptaszyn-Wróblewski was also a popular composer of songs and film soundtracks, as well as of symphonic music. His output including a concerto for orchestra and jazz quartet and a concerto for tenor saxophone and orchestra. Jazz pianist and composer Władek Pawlik told the media that the passing of Ptaszyn-Wróblewski is a sad day for the Polish jazz community. He was an icon, a legend, one of those who laid the foundation for the popularity of jazz in Poland, Pawlik said. We all learned something from him. And then we go to the sport, because Poland won 1 silver medal at the 2024 World Athletics Relays, a high-profile international track and field event held in the Bahamas over the weekend. On the second and final day of competition in Nassau, the capital of Bahamas, Marika Popovic-Drapała, Iga Baumgart-Witan, Justyna Święty-Ersetic, and Natalia Kaczmarek claimed the silver for Poland in the women's 4x400 meters relay and qualified for the upcoming Olympics in Paris. That was the sole podium finish for Team Poland in the event. Additionally, 3 other Polish relay teams, the women's 4 per 100 meters, the men's 4 per 400 meters and a mixed 4 per 400 meters secured Olympics qualification. So this was the last news of the first part of 1 week in Poland. As usual, now we have a song. The song is something to remember, to celebrate the memory of Ptashin, Jan Ptashin Wróblewski, is Low Down Dirty Blues. See you later.
Them low down dirty blues. Yeah, they make me feel like lying down and dying. I'm talking about them low down and dirty blues. Yeah, they make me feel like lying down and dying. Well, people, I'm feeling so low down. I'm laughing just to keep from crying. Well, low down dirty blues snuck up on me while I was not looking. Early in the morning before the sun came out, you know what I mean? Well, the low down dirty blues snuck up on me while I was not looking. And now, people, I'm feeling so low down. My fire's out, but my ghost is steady cooking. Blues make me feel tired living, sick of paying the oldest dues. Everybody taking and nobody giving, nothing but them low down dirty blues. There's a low down and dirty blues. Yeah, 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 I'm sure have got them. Well, I'm feeling so low down. I've got to reach up to touch the bottom. I'm talking about them low down, dirty, dirty, dirty blues.
Jan Ptashin Wróblewski, welcome back to the second part of 1 week in Poland. I'm always Fabio Turco, and we are here to go to the part dedicated to Warsaw. What are the news, what are the events, what we can do during the weekend, but not only. For example, the first event I want to talking about today is an event that started yesterday, May 10, and it will last until May 19. It is the 21st edition of Millennium Doc Against Gravity, Poland's largest documentary film festival. So this is really something don't miss. A meeting that every year occur every year, and is really something that everyone should watch at least once in their life. It will take, as I said, for 9 days, from yesterday to May 19, in cinemas in 7 Polish cities, including Warsaw. And from May 21st to June 3rd, online at mdag.pl website. This year's theme is in relationship with the world. It explores human connections, the complexity of our nature, and the impact of humanity on the planet. The festival introduces new sections such as Japan Story, Unforgettable Female Stories, The Path to Happiness, and First Nations, focusing on contemporary issues and celebrating unique stories. It will feature a selection of films awarded at Sundance and Berlinale, including a new kind of wilderness and no other land. There will also be Polish films covering topics like Polish pop culture legends, Polish women's rights, and the challenges faced by young people with mental health issues. During the festival, a variety of events will be held, including concerts and a meeting with filmmakers. The events open a gala that it was on May 9, featured the film The Last Expedition. A selection of the most interesting VR virtual reality experiences will be showcased at the Ethnographic Museum in Warsaw, and there will be retrospective sections dedicated to queer and feminist cinema pioneer Barbara Hammer. Tickets can be purchased online or at participation cinemas with special discounts for senior, school groups, and package deals for multiple screenings. Some events, like the concert with the band Efterklang, are free. So, what are the cinemas in Warsaw that will broadcast the movies, the documentaries of the festival? So they are Kinoteca, Nove Kino Atlantic, Kino Illusion, Kino Luna, and Kino Muranów. The price of the ticket is 19 zloty weekday time, 23 zloty evening and weekend, and 16 zloty for seniors, school groups, and up 6 or up 10 people packs. The concerts, so there will be a concert by the legendary Ryuichi Sakamoto on May 15th, May 17 Efterklang for free, May 14 Cool Kids of That. So the next events I want to present is something that will be loved by the wine lovers. This is also an event that recurs every year by some years, I would say around 7-8 years, and it is the Białe Czerwone Polish Wine Festival. It is held at Fortezza Kręglice, ulica Zakroczymska, 12, and it will be held on May the 12th, so tomorrow, between noon and 7 p.m. So this May, 50 leading wine marks selected by experts, wine journalists, and critics will gather in Warsaw to showcase their best wines. Poland's wine industry is flourishing with a unique terroir and dedicated to winners producing exceptional artisanal wines of world-class quality. The festival's market-setting provides a nice atmosphere, ideal for enjoying tastings, meeting winemakers, sampling Polish cuisine, and shopping for your new favorite bottle. I suggest to go. I went once, I remember it was around 5 years ago. It was really a nice day, an occasion to get to know the Polish wine from many voivodeship, many regions of the country. And another event I wanted to show you, as you can see this weekend we have many events to suggest to you, is something that will be held today, May 11, and tomorrow, May 12, in the district of Praga, specifically Praga Północ, on the right bank of the Wisła River. It is called Praskie Barriere. This is a unique event created out of love for Praga and its unique atmosphere. This is written in the presentation. During a fabulous weekend, you will immerse yourself in magical places that were created out of passion. You will play a city game that engages not only the youngest, you will discover new gems that have been created in Praga in the last year. You will hunt for interesting trading and vintage home accessories. So there is a network of shops, local shops, bar, restaurants that connecting each other. They created this weekend this sort of game to show the district, to show to the people, to the Praga lovers, but not only, also the people that want to know the district, how Praga is a magical place. So today and tomorrow, since noon starting from noon until 6 p.m. Another events, recurring events from this weekend. Actually, it started yesterday and will recur for until September, I think. I didn't find the news. Is every weekend we will have back the Nocny Market, the night market in Towarowa Street number 3. This is also something, a milestone in the summer Warsavian nights. Is a kind of festival. Many restaurants and bar, food trucks, food places rent a food truck in the Ulica Towarowa, actually on the second platform, and transform the Warsavian weekend night. So the timetable for this opening weekend is for today from 5 p.m. until 1 a.m. and tomorrow starting 4 p.m. until 11 p.m. So this is something you for sure want to go if you want to eat, drink, spend an enjoyable night with your friends, with the people you love, or even alone if you prefer. So I suggest it. And now we switch to the part related to the concert. I know this is something that music lovers are waiting. So we start with a concert will be held today at Club Proxima in Żwirki Figury 99 Street. This is the concert of the legendary band of Armia, who celebrate 40 years on stage. So this is a remarkable anniversary. Congratulations to Armia. This a tour is planned to mark the occasion, during which the band will perform its first album in its entirety. So, recalling who are the Armia band is a super band, actually, because it was formed as a result of the coming together of three very known personalities of the Polish independent scene of the 80s. Tomasz Budzyński from Siekiera, Robert Brylewski from Brigada Kryzys, and the philosopher Sławomir Golaszewski. So far, the band has released more than a dozen albums, of which Legend, released in 1990, is counted among the classics of Polish rock music, but it was on the first album, Armia, with the iconic Indian on the cover, that the band's original and unique style and sound crystallized on the scene of Polish music. Just to recall some songs, Invisible Army, Leave It, and Hey Sharaviara, that are the hallmark of this album. So this will be the occasion to know or just to stay with Armia and celebrate their 40th anniversary. The second and last event, the second and last concert I want to suggest to you is a concert from the tour Veratoya. Veratoya is a tour by Renata Przemyk, the vocalist Renata Przemyk, and the group, featuring the group Dagadana. It will be held tomorrow, May 12, at Club Stodoła in Stefana Batorego Street number 10, starting at 7 p.m. What is Veratoya? Veratoya is an autorial ethnic project consisting of happy 13 songs inspired by the true nature of a woman who draws strength from the earth, the water, and the moon. Her story begins at conception, through her relationship with the world, man, woman, daughter, to her conscious departure. Living in harmony with nature is both profound and simple, and difficult topics simply told disenchant taboo. So, as I said, this is featuring between Renata Przemyk, the vocalist Renata Przemyk, and Dagadana. Dagadana is a Polish-Ukrainian music band founded in 2008, combining elements of Ukrainian and Polish culture through jazz, electronica, or world music. Special guest at the concert will be Daga Gregorowicz and Dana Venecka. As I said, they are the band that formed the band Dagadana. In their work, they use elements of Polish and Ukrainian culture through jazz, electronic, and world music. Lyrics based on the folk chants, poetry framed perfectly, resonate with both the hurdy-gurdy and loops. So this was the last suggestion. This was the last concert I wanted to advise for you for this weekend, and thanking to you for staying with us for almost 40 minutes today. I wanted to give you the appointment to the next week. We can leave. I want to leave you with a song. This is Veratoya from Renata Przemyk and Dagadana, and stay with IMI Radio. Bye bye, see you soon.
Jest nas wiele, każda wie i wiedziała zawsze, jak ugasić każdy ból, kiedy światło gaśnie, kiedy blizny twardy ślad odkłada w pamięci, że od ran zadanych czas zawsze lepszy będzie, bo Wera to ja, jak ogień i woda, jak śmiechy i płacz, i tanią i drogą, pokrzywa i głód, i orzech i owoc, i serce i brzuch, i łono i przez oczy i serce, taki ogień, wodę, sól, drzewa i kamienie. Zmieszaj